beans.
You sound like a horse. Horse, unicorn.
Unicorn.
Make it with Stephanie!
Or pixie.
Make it with Pixie! I really like that. I don't know why. See, you know what? That's where the outfit
Watch
came
me pick it again. No, I don't think so. Ooh, this is a tipsy.
Oh! Get tipsy with Pixie!
That is great.
Wow.
Man.
Thank God my mom doesn't watch this segment.
Oh, well, we'll have to clue her in on this.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do.
No, but I like this one. It's a lip oil by Lip Crush. It's called Tipsy. It's great. Do you know what today is for National Days? I didn't look them up, but I think today is the first day of the winter solstice.
That was yesterday, I think. Yes, the 21st. 21st, first day of winter, and is...
I don't know.
The shortest daylight hours of the day.
Today is?
Yesterday. December 21st.
All my typing went away. I hate it when that happens.
What is June 21st? 6 months apart.
The longest day of...
Yes, and the first day of...
I don't know. Summer!
Summertime.
I knew that. I'm just mad my typing went away. Damn it.
Now you're living in my world.
See, but it's your world that's messing in my world. So take your world and shove it. All right? I'm just kidding.
I was waiting for that.
We're going to go on Facebook.
Wow.
Yeah.
We're on YouTube.
What?
There's that funky slide guitar music. Comes on every Monday through Friday. Live at 5 on IE Newswire, on Twitch, Facebook, and
on YouTube. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share us all over your world. Also, don't forget to send in your holiday pictures because we got 2 giveaways that we're giving away tomorrow.
Get those pictures in.
Yeah.
They had about a dozen or so on IE Newswire on the page.
And you know what? I did get a couple of my personal messages as well. So if you want to shoot them over to Roy or give them to me, and we'll throw your name in the hat as well.
Throw some out there on the comment section today. We don't want y'all to be shy, so sure. Chris, it could be interior that. You could be decorate your car.
Yeah, why not? I kind of opened it up to be...
anything.
Yeah.
Inside, outside, lights, displays, decorated your car, put a funny reindeer on your antenna on your car or something.
And your name will go into the hat, and we will be picking out 2 winners on tomorrow's show. Don't miss it.
And what do they win?
You win. Not only do you win a custom tin can.
Which is the best part.
Okay. And also inside we got 2 $5 chili gift cards and a $25 gift card to Mountain Mike's Pizza.
Wow.
How cool is that?
Absolutely awesome.
And huge shout out to those 2 businesses for helping us out with
those
that.
are great prizes,
Yeah.
but the cans you made up are absolutely stunning. I like reusing stuff or making a use for something somebody would throw away of that, because we use them to hold our pencils and pens, as you can see on IE Newswire on that, for those of you looking on
Or
video.
you can throw them at somebody. You can do the telephone game, make it the old school kind
yes,
of telephone.
put a wire between
Take
the
it
2.
shooting. Yes. If you sometimes Roy might piss you off with the stuff he says, you can just blow the can to pieces. I know. Usually that's me.
Everybody enjoys everything I say.
Yeah, I know I do. Carry on.
Oh, we're having too much fun on that. Lots of stuff going on today. That Trump just came out with a video. We're going to run it here in a minute or 2 or 3 or so. I don't know. He kind of sounds like he might be vetoing this latest stimulus package that's coming out. We'll talk about that. The whole incident of people just going crazy up and down the line on this, and they're doing this. And it started with the last lockdown and everything. You started getting the underground parties. You know, they'd rent a place, a mansion or something in Beverly Hills, yada, yada, yada. You know, so people are not going to sit at home and stare at the four walls for 9 months.
Exactly.
That is stupidity. On top of that, you're going to cause more havoc, destruction, loss of hours of life, because you know what? Y'all ain't getting out of this earth alive. You only have, I don't know, once the candle is lit on you, you only have so much time before that candle burns out. Some people get a lot of hours, some people get very few. We don't know. You're a heartbeat away from leaving this great green planet Earth. So, what happens when you lock people in and drive them absolutely insane is suicide rates go up, murder rates go up, everything else, plus your health is damaged because you can't get medical care, or the hospitals ain't open, or they're delaying surgeries and doing all this other stuff, and as we've laid out ad nauseum. But they tried this crap before, and people just ain't putting... I mean, I'm driving... I was late today, running around getting some stuff, about 4:30 going through here, coming up through the roads. And I mean, the roads are probably as packed as they were ever in this year. I mean, or let's say tomorrow.
No, they definitely are. It's not like nothing has shut down. It seems like.
Yeah, I mean, they're just
Which I think is a great thing. I mean, if you want to go out and go shopping and you're cool with maybe getting sick, that's on you.
You do every year.
But somebody that put their whole life savings into their business does not deserve to lose it over people not wanting to catch it.
100%. And this is what, you know, the hotel or house parties are starting back up in LA because they're driving everybody nuts. Here we go. This is an ABC 7 report.
Sheriff's Department cracking down on COVID super spreader events. 67 people arrested at just one underground party over the weekend. Law enforcement responded to 3 underground parties Saturday night. 2 people were shot at a party on South Hewitt Street in LA. One of those victims died. In Compton, 67 people were arrested at a party on East Rosecrans Avenue, with 1 gun recovered there. And the LAPD shut down a 3rd party on Pico Boulevard in LA after somebody was shot there. So far in December, the LA County Sheriff's Department says it has made 235 arrests, recovered 1 at-risk juvenile and 7 illegal firearms.
This is flipping ridiculous.
Shout out to the ones
County Fire Sheriff's Department or LA City or whoever's doing this crapiola of going around arresting people for doing that, and then as you do, the dominant...
They're arresting people because they're shooting them, correct?
Well, no, because they're driving them nuts to have these parties, and then you know what happens at these parties. People drink too much, they use too much drugs and whatever, inhale too much whatever, and they go nuts. And then they go psycho nuts of that because they're...
So you don't think they should be arrested?
Not for partying. Not for partying. Not blaming it as super spreader, covert parties or whatever. No, you put force. What else have the people got to do? And then you drive them to do this sort of stuff, and then you wind up with these kinds of consequences. The ones that should be arrested are the politicians and the LA sheriff for creating this situation with Newsome, and who knows what's coming if Biden gets in there, for crying out loud. It's all, they're just making people crazy. You can't go anywhere. You ain't doing this, and you're violating that, and mask this, and social distance that. People, I think, have had enough.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think... Are they arresting people, though, because they were there? Or just because they had the gun? It seemed like they were arresting people because they had the gun. Or doing drugs.
But
either way, I mean, this is what people are going to be doing if you shut down everything. They're still going to find a way.
235 people didn't shoot each other.
Were they really underground, though? Do you go, kind of like Ninja Turtle style and, pop open the train things?
Wow.
No, I'm serious. I've always wondered what's down there, other than the rats and, the other stuff.
Some of the explanations you come up with.
I know, my mind just goes.
No kidding. Just cracked me up.
I'm laughing with you, not at me.
Yeah.
You didn't answer my question, but that's cool. I'll find that one day.
Because I can't stop laughing. Oh my God!
Shut up! No, we didn't. I'm going to cut that
That
out.
was a snort.
Okay, moving on.
That was an official snort. Don't deny the snort.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay, Pixie.
Oh my gosh. Damn my chopsticks.
No, I mean, it's, what do they expect people to do? After all this, and then they're asking them to do the same thing that didn't work before, and you're saying it's going to work now. How do you figure that out? People, you cry wolf once too many times over this stuff, and it ain't going to, people are just going to say the heck with it. And I think that's exactly what's,
No, it is. And people are getting mad because they're locked inside. They can't go see their parents, their friends. I think everybody's tensions is like through the roof this year. I don't know why, though. Do you think it's because they're locked up?
I think that's
I think a lot of it is like they're on the computers, maybe, and like amping themselves up.
What else you got to do? The kids are at home.
Right.
They're getting a subpar education. You're probably out of.
But it's
half
sad
the
that we're
people are out of work.
That we're at war with each other. It's a shame. Like we need to come together and fight together as a state and a country, not against each other.
Which we will be talking about. We'll have Tom Del Beccaro on. He's now chair of Rescue California, which is the old group that recalled Gray Davis to get on Gavin Newsom. We need that clock out of here. He just appointed Alex Padilla to replace Kamala Harris as senator. By the way, does Kamala Harris actually resigned her Senate seat yet? I have not seen. Maybe I missed it. Has she officially resigned her Senate seat? As in, I'm out of here. I'm going to be the Vice President of the United States. If that is for Newsom to appoint Alex Padilla, which is a whole nother can of worms. Talk about a Looney Tune. Far off left. Just, global warming. We're going to be created the LA City Councilman, I think up to the Assembly or Senate of that. Now Secretary of State, which has got our elections fraudulent as heck and allowed that to go on. He's allowed the voting machines on in 2008, 6, 8. I voted for Democrat Deborah Bowen for Secretary of State. I'm going to repeat that. I voted for Deborah Bowen, Secretary of State, because, what was it?
Why are you repeating that?
Because people don't believe that they always label me with stuff on that, which is totally false.
What does it mean if you didn't vote for her? I don't get.
I'm going to explain why.
Sorry.
Because we went through the thing in 2006 in Riverside with the fraudulent elections with the voting machines. They wouldn't even let us look. The court said, yeah, it was. Basically, you were right. You, the people, were right. It was fraudulent. Get rid of that. And she campaigned to get Bruce, whatever the heck his name was. This was a Republican under Arnold, was in there. And he was the one that put it in. Deborah Bowen campaigned, said, I'm going to put in paper ballots, no more machines, on and on. I said, I'm voting for you. Because you're getting rid of that. Now the machines have come back to the polls on that. And you're seeing this goofy election going on. Alex Padilla is the one that did it, like the odious Republicans that put this crap in. They're no better than anybody else. When are we going to stop? When are we going to stop stupid? Tell me.
When stupid gets out of the office. Well, that was a good one, huh?
Yes.
I know.
And we got to expedite that. We cannot suffer another 2 years of Newsom in that. He's appointing Padilla to what's her camel toes seat.
Really?
Feinstein, and no disrespect, but she's losing her marbles. Everybody. When Chucky Schumer, the Democrat minority leader of the Senate, says, hey, Diane, you really need to think about resigning. You're asking the same questions twice at the committee meetings. You're about, and Joe Biden's about one step behind her on this stuff, on the I can't even say it.
I can't even.
See, you're catching the disease too. But,
what disease?
Conjunctive decline.
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
Yes.
That's what I said.
Nice try.
I thought I'd piggyback on that really quick.
Of that. But no, it's great. We're just going all sorts of this stuff of going on the deal on that. Trump just and I want to play the little bit of this clip coming up for here on this because Trump just made a speech. They passed the $900 stimulus crapiola going on. Trump is hinting very strongly. He didn't say veto, but he put out a release about an hour ago on this. So here we go, maybe, of how... Where is Trump? Oh, there we go.
Is much different than anticipated. It really is a disgrace. For example, among the more than 5,000 pages in this bill, which nobody in Congress has read because of its length and complexity, it's called the COVID Relief Bill, but it has almost nothing to do with COVID. This bill contains $85.5 million for assistance to Cambodia, $134 million to Burma, $1.3 billion for Egypt and the Egyptian military, which will go out and buy almost exclusively Russian military equipment. $25 million for democracy and gender programs in Pakistan. $505 million to Belize, Costa Rica, El Salvador, Guatemala, Honduras, Nicaragua, and Panama. $40 million for the Kennedy Center in Washington, D.C., which is not even open for business. $1 billion for the Smithsonian, and an additional $154 million for the National Gallery of Art. Likewise, these facilities are essentially not open. $7 million for reef fish management, $25 million to combat Asian carp, $2.5 million to count the number of amberjack fish in the Gulf of Mexico, a provision to promote the breeding of fish in federal hatcheries.
No, that's enough. We're worried about fish now? And with all the crap that's going on that, the Congress of the United States, House and Senate passed omnibus, almost $1 billion bill, and they're worried about freaking fish. Well, we're all going nuts out here, crazy over this whole thing, and they're doing this. I hope Trump vetoes the bill. I disagree with him on bumping the stimulus up to $2,000 and $4,000 because that's just going to bite us in the rear end in the whole thing on that. But I mean, if we're going to give it away, we should, and he's right, we should give it. If we're going to do it, it should go to the restaurant owners, the people of the United States. It should not be going to Egypt and the fish.
Why is it going?
Because they are so...
But people are getting it too, because I've seen a lot of people on Facebook complaining about it not being enough.
Yeah, you only get $600.
Why are people complaining about that?
But
then people are complaining that people are complaining. It makes everybody just complaining.
I mean, here's what the point is. I think what Trump is making is you're only giving $600 to the people, but you're giving these money to fish, foreign countries, loading it up. If you're going to do it, give it to the people who have actually been damaged by COVID. Fish are not damaged by COVID. People in Egypt or whatever, the Smithsonian or the art gallery.
Yeah, we need to stop caring about other countries.
And all of that other stuff, yes.
Carla writes in on Facebook, this bill is disgusting on both sides. And any of you that are having trouble with the Facebook page, the YouTube channel is in the link or in the title. Go ahead and click on that and move over to YouTube if that's working a little bit better.
Is Carla agreeing with Trump? Is this a watershed moment? Because that's what Trump said. He said it was...
Let me piss you off for a minute. Carla writes in, Gavin is cute and I'll vote for him again. There you go.
No, I want to see, Carla, and I want to make sure, if that is your opinion that they are broke on both sides, that is exactly what President Donald J. Trump said. Both sides are corrupt in this spending bill. So are you agreeing with Donald J. Trump? And I'm not going to allow you to make me mad, Carla.
Keep trying, Carla. It's fun. I'm just kidding. I have to sit next to him. Stop.
Of that. No, I mean, if you're saying that, that's what Donald J. Trump just said an hour ago. Both sides are corrupt in this whole deal.
Neon Love Machine writes in on YouTube, they owe us $30,000 each person for 12 months.
It's going absolutely nuts in this whole...
I can see where people would be upset, though, if they're only getting $600 when they could be making more if they were working. However, a lot of people are complaining about people complaining. I just see more people complaining about complainers.
yes.
Unless of the complaining.
Or something like that.
I don't know. There's a lot of complaints going on.
Somebody's doing...
Carla writes in on Facebook, yes, I agree with him.
Wow! We have a watershed moment of that, yes. But I told you, Carla, you'll come around. You'll go for it. You'll even see the evils of Gavin Newsom one day,
she won't.
too. Yeah, well, she's turning on the Trump deal. Trump's been saying it. That's what the whole Drain the Swamp was a deal. And you can see, even as Trump tried to drain the swamp and others have said that, it's still there and it's getting bigger. And we got to get rid of that whole...
Is there actually a swamp?
Yeah.
Where?
I'm going to take you to see it.
No, you're not, because I don't trust you.
Of that. No, it's absolutely... I'm going to play... There were 6 senators on the that voted against this in the Senate. On top of that, led by Senator Rand Paul from Kentucky on this. Here we go. I'm going to play you a short clip of Rand Paul on the Senate floor about the stimulus bill, I think, if it comes up.
No, it doesn't like
Here-
you.
Nearly 6,000-page stimulus bill packed with pork, causing 6 GOP senators to vote against it, including an outraged Rand Paul.
If free money were the answer, if money really grew on trees, why not give more free money? Why not give it out $100 a person? Why not $1,000? Why not $2,000? Maybe these new free money Republicans should join the Everybody Gets a Guaranteed Income caucus.
Well, that's Rand Paul. He joined Rick.
There you go. I mean, what are we going? We're killing ourselves. You know, there's going to be a day that you're going to have to pay back this money, or we're all going to be broke. The $3 trillion or whatever counting that they've run up the deficits on this. On top of that, what are we up to? 25 trillion. We're in the hole that we owe everybody and their brother in the United States.
How much?
Over 25 trillion.
I'm curious to see what the tax return looks like this year.
This is
for everybody.
This stuff is going to be that. You know, they're going through the same thing. $300 million for fisheries. In this bill, you got to be freaking kidding me of that. And I agree with the broader point of Rand Paul on this whole thing, is we got to stop this stuff. Why don't you just put everybody back to work in the madness and let the American people decide what they want to do. Let them earn the wealth and keep the wealth that they go out and create, and let's let the free market work like we were doing prior to January 2020 when all this garbage came about.
Yeah. Sorry, I was reading all the comments on Facebook and YouTube.
Of that. No, it is...
Neon Love Machine writes in on YouTube, not paying taxes until the government grows up.
There you go. There was the 6 senators that voted against it. Rand Paul of Kentucky, Rick Scott of Florida, Marsha Blackburn of Tennessee, Ron Johnson, Wisconsin, Ted Cruz of Texas, Mike Lee of Utah, and I think that was it. Carla, not one Democrat voted against this. And I mean, very few Republicans. 6 out of 52 or 53 in there? It's out of the 100 in the U.S. Senate, only 6 agreed with you, and they were all Republicans, and probably what you would consider a bunch of nutcases, all agreed with you and said, and voted against it, and said this is stupid. It's not about political parties or Republican or Democrat or any of this. It's about we're down to very few people in our political offices that are doing the right thing. Everybody else is doing stupid. That's French for stupid.
god, that was stupid. Did I say it right?
Yes, you study French, I presume.
Well, I come from Italy, so just kind
Kind
of
of
second
caught some
nature.
of the.
Yeah.
No, it is. It's absolutely incredulous the crap we got to endure on all this stuff, and we got to, like as Rand Paul said, why don't we just try the Venezuelan deal and just free, everybody guaranteed income, everything, loaf of bread's only 10 cents, yada yada yada.
That'd be nice.
And that's nice for a little while until
Only
it
because
frickin'
it goes
crashes.
old so quick, and then you gotta throw away the bread.
And
Throw
then
it up the
when
dust.
it crashes, then there's no bread at all.
I'll make it myself.
There's
kidding, I
no
stay away from
flour or yeast or anything else in the store to make your own bread.
I'll make it with almonds. What you got now?
There is no water to do the almond trees, which use
I'm gonna make it rain.
a tremendous amount of water to make.
What does, almonds?
Yes, almonds is one of the most water-hungry crops of that. And you know where probably 90% of your almonds are grown at?
Where?
Central California.
I knew that. Whatever. Don't judge me.
I
want an
would
olive
never
tree.
judge you, Pixie.
Yeah. You know better.
Yes. I got a pretty good grasp of that first law of holes.
No, you don't. I mean, sometimes you're on it a little bit, but not really. Let's talk about the hookers.
You want to? I was gonna lead the KMET one off with that, but I can do it now if you want.
Whatever.
Of that, no, it's part of the whole insanity that's going on of that. And Carla, I mean, really, just answer me this: you like Gavin Newsom?
Carla writes in on Facebook. I don't know if this is happening right now, Carla, or anyone else is listening.
Mm-hmm.
She says, breaking news, Trump signaling he won't sign bill.
I think we
Is
ran
that
a
happening?
video of that, Carla.
Yeah, Carla. You should be paying attention.
Yeah.
You're getting me in trouble, Carla.
No, I have a serious question. Like the CDC said, Gavin Newsom,
Whoops.
we went through the mass, social distancing. This is all supposed to work. Didn't work. It's coming back. So why is it going to work in the second round? And why would you believe Gavin Newsom? Just stroll outside, go take a little trip. Most people have had it. They're saying, the heck with this. We're not playing this game anymore. We're over it.
I think Carla and people like her want to stay inside. They want to feel like they're safe. They have that fear. No offense, Carla, and I respect that. But I think a lot of people are scared.
And
a lot of people are terrified.
If you're than that, stay home. Don't go out. Don't tell us what to do. If you have an irrational fear over something, whatever. Live with it, deal with it, get some help, or whatever. But don't constrain the rest of us with an irrational fear.
Yeah. Sorry. Trying to figure out what's going on with the comments over here on Facebook.
Of that. How else? I don't know how else to explain it. If you don't want to go outside or go to a restaurant.
Carla writes in on Facebook, Carla, come on. Democrats are waiting for January 6th to flip Joe Biden and make it better and right.
Tell me how. Carla, please.
Carla, stop.
Tell me how wearing masks, social distancing, or the vaccine, or anything else that we've had is going to work.
Please don't, Carla.
It didn't work before. It ain't gonna work again. The sooner we let this thing run its course, the sooner it will be gone, and we'll be dealing with the next one and the next one and the next one down the line, like we have ever since recorded human history. I don't know, I don't know where you think Joe Biden or Gavin Newsom can play Mother Nature, God, or anything else. As last I checked, God didn't come down and send Gavin Newsom and says, this is the second coming of Christ. Here you go. Or whatever you believe. I don't, you can believe in Mother Nature or however you believe. But Newsom, on top of that, thumbing his nose at you, disregarding every tenet that he is said to do, and basically, you're going to keep it. I mean, and that's perfectly within your right to do, but don't take much offense if the vast majority of the people are giving Gavin Newsom and the rest of these Klondikes, you know what, finger.
You know what? Speaking of that finger, I broke a nail today.
Oh my God.
On that finger. It's horrible.
So,
Always that finger, too.
Well, you seem to use it a lot.
I will be after the show and the cameras are off. Just wait. I'm kidding.
Yeah. No, it's
It is getting very frustrating. I think right now, especially with the holidays coming up, people can't really go and do anything. They're too scared to go see their family. Thanksgiving kind of came and went. Halloween didn't even exist. I mean, now Christmas, it's like, it's depressing.
There was another one that came up.
But you know what? On a positive note, though, through all this, you know how many lights I've seen on houses this year compared to all the other years? It's like people actually did it. It's beautiful.
Well, what else they got to do?
It's awesome, though.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
That's one nice note of that.
And it's nice to get in the car and drive around, especially with my kids, and go look at Christmas lights. Like, it's really like, we're more into it this year. Unfortunately, the circumstance that made that happen, but.
And there's one, some people are bidding $25,000 to get the vaccine. To, jumpstart and launch. I mean,
they're paying $25,000?
Yes.
Shut
They're
up.
trying to, whatever, I'll donate $25,000 to whatever foundation or whatever you want so I can get the vaccine. That's what our society has come down to on this whole thing. I mean, the insanity, will it ever stop? I don't know. I'm hoping so.
I wouldn't pay $5 for that vaccine, let alone $25,000. I'm good.
Of that,
I'm scared of that thing.
Yes.
Hi, Sean.
Hi, guys. Hi, Stephanie. We got about 1 minute.
1 minute on that. No, it's absolutely, it drives, I mean, not drives me crazy. I just don't understand the logic behind it. If you can make a case logically of how all this stuff is going to work or has worked, we tried it your way. It failed. So we're going to try it again, the same exact way, and hoping for a different result? I don't think so. That is...
the definition of insanity.
Wow.
See, sometimes I pay attention.
Pixie's getting pretty smart.
You know what?
30 seconds.
No, you're exactly... I mean, yeah, it is. I mean, that should be everybody's reaction. Reaction. Almost
okay.
Boy, was that almost a Freudian.
All right, guys, here we go.
1490am.com and download your free phone app today.
That's great.
IE Newswire Daily is on the air.
The following is a paid program. Views and claims expressed are those of the program producer and are not endorsed by this station. Opinions expressed are not necessarily those of radio station.
There's that funky slide guitar music that comes on every Monday through Friday at 5:30 on the internet. 1490 AM, broadcasting all over the Inland Empire airwaves on the AM dial. On top of that, joining our vast video audience on IE Newswire on Twitch, Facebook, and
On YouTube, make sure you hit the like and subscribe button and share us all over your world, and go and check out our Instagram page, and also download the KMT 1490 AM app for your Android and Apple devices.
We're coming to you on a
Terrific Tuesday
on that. Yes, you did that. I like the contest we have going on. Of that, maybe of that. Wow. Of that.
Make sure you go and send in your holiday photos over to our Facebook page, our Instagram page. You can even try to send them over to our YouTube page, to Roy, or to myself. There is what's in the cans.
What's in the can? $25 gift certificate from Mountain Mike's Pizza and two $5 ones from Chili's on that. Plus the awesome cans Stephanie made up, which we use for holding our pencils and pens and Sharpies and whatever in the studio.
Yes, we do.
And of that, going on to that. So send in those decorations on that and give it up.
It can be the outside of your house. It can be your tree. It can just be...
anything. You put a reindeer...
you rocking your ugly sweater.
There you go.
Which I don't think is ugly, but you know what? Whatever. I happen to believe in unicorns. Other people think I'm crazy.
Of that?
It's cool.
No, not you.
I think it's great.
No. There's that...
How did I get suckered into wearing this? I think I did it voluntarily, too. Scary. Yes.
Oh, that. Trump just hinted that he's going to veto the stimulus package, which has $300 million for fish, money to Egypt and everything else, while you only get $600. Now, we did go through the 6 senators, Rand Paul leading the charge, that voted against this. It's time we stop why don't we just wipe out all this stuff, say ollie ollie oxen, everything's back to normal, or you can return to your normal lives if you want to. We're done with it. Katie, bar the door. If you want to bury yourself 5,000 feet down in the deepest coal mine in the United States and not come out, fine and dandy.
I wonder what that would be like.
The rest of us just want to go back to normal. We don't want to see the Rose Bowl, as we reported yesterday, shipped off to Texas. The Rose Bowl game. Or anything else. Stop. Then we don't have to have stimulus packages and everything else. And we don't have to... excuse me. We don't have to bankrupt ourselves in doing it. We will become, as we were, the leading nation producer of everything practically in the world.
I want to bring back the California that my mom talks about she grew up in, where like you're doing fireworks in the driveway, everybody's running around, neighbors all get along, everybody's happy. Occasionally you have the crazy guy walking down the street naked or something. Who knows? But it's not like that anymore. It's sad. My kids can't go outside.
Take the unicorn sweater away from you.
Why?
Talking about naked people
I'm
walking
just saying.
the street.
It happens.
Yeah, it does.
But however, now it's
even driving the hookers nuts. They're leaving Las Vegas and heading to Arizona on that. This is in the outside groove on that. The hookers who were elsewhere going on. Now, that's a strange looking hooker if you're thinking what you were probably thinking when I said that. But no, and these guys don't get a lot of attention. But, they're calling them that. The guys that tow your car, these are the guys at the racetrack. But the guys that tow your, if you're broke down on the road or something or have a traffic accident, somebody's got to come and pick up your car and take it away either to get fixed or totaled out so you can get a new one or whatever on that. But I thought it was a neat deal. And I just want to say that, and I've said this. It isn't in Clark County in Vegas and what is it, Washoe up around Reno. But most of the other counties, prostitution is legal in Nevada. And I've said this before. I wish that was legalized across the 50 states. Regulate it, make them get tested for STDs and all that other stuff. Put it in areas where, you can keep the kids away from it or where they're, you put it in certain areas, da-da-da-da-da. If two people want to make a deal on doing whatever, fine and dandy. It's not bothering me. Anything that you're not doing that's not affecting my life, I don't care what you're doing. And I don't see why other people care about it. Let's make it where it's less dangerous, where we don't have hookers walking up and down the streets, running the seedy motels and everything else.
Or doing it at a park when you're trying to play with your kids.
That. The aforementioned, just go down to Fairmont Park in Riverside. You're in for an education. Walk up and down Sunnymead Boulevard around Motel Row or anywhere else other town, probably city and anything else. You don't want, I would rather not the kids or anybody. I would rather not be exposed to that. I would rather you go do your business over there on that. I don't want to know.
Neon Love Machine writes in on YouTube. Sorry, got to read it out. He says, I'll play the naked guy this Christmas, I guess. Thanks for taking one for the team. I knew someone out there would.
Man. See what you started?
He's just playing. We need to laugh a little.
It's fun to that.
Yeah.
I was trying to inject a little.
What were you trying to inject there?
A little humor into the show.
Yeah, you're great.
That going on back and forth. No, it's been crazy. Trump's threatening to veto the stimulus package on top of that, and going back and forth up and down the dial on this. But we're going to talk here pretty good, and this is one thing I'm going to push, and I've been pushing hard, and I think it's going to go. We've got to get to recalling Gavin Newsom. It's imperative. It's on there. We don't have time to waste. You need to get the signatures up and running right now. No time to waste. No thinking we're going to do it tomorrow. It's on. I think Gavin has basically, he's given us all the tools to get rid of the tyranny he's put us on. The whole French Laundry thing, the 9 months of dragging this whole COVID thing out, lockdown after lockdown on this. Tom Del Beccaro's been on this. I think it's time to really ratchet this thing up. He's now chairman of Rescue California, which is a group that's going to be really throttling this whole recall Gavin Newsom. Tom Del Beccaro, welcome to INU Newswire with Steph and Roy. Where's Tom? Why do we do this all the time? I don't know. It takes 2 pushes on. Do we finally have you, Tom?
Hey,
there you go.
I don't know. Twice too. It's
it's weird. We have this delay going on this where we have to go through this and then push the button 3 times to get you on. But no, I rolled it all out. The recall Gavin Newsom. I think he's given us all the tools. The French Laundry thing, the latest, but the COVID thing, dragging it out, the lockdowns, the young lockdowns, the unconstitutional emergency orders, as Judge Sarah Heckman from the state of California has presumed, and on and on and on. It's time. We don't waste any time. Let's get out there, get these signatures, and recall Newsom.
Yeah, and it's going to happen. I can break some news for you if you like. We this week we sent out 1.5 million pieces of mail in this recall effort that we should garner about over 300,000 signatures as a result of that. Those 300,000, that because we've had a huge fundraising week. And so those signatures tell us that mailing will get us close to 1.2 million valid signatures. And then we expect to do another mailing at the end of next week or the first week in January, which will put us right where we need to be when you combine that with all the volunteer efforts out there that continue to just do wonderful things. And I want to thank every volunteer that's out there. So because of all of those things, I am getting very bullish on the fact that we are going to qualify this recall. And Gavin Newsom's going to have to face the voters where the issues aren't everything else. They're about him and the manner in which he's gone about doing this. And the issue, the reason to recall Gavin isn't because of any one thing. It is because his leadership on forestry management has been lacking. It is because we cannot deliver electricity safely, and his management of that has been, and leadership has been lacking. It is because we can't safely deliver water to businesses and farms, and his leadership and management on that have been lacking. It is because the COVID restrictions are nonsensical and unfair, and his leadership and management have been lacking. And a great deal of that is related to the fact that he continues to just do things from his perch, and instead of going down and meeting with people and seeing how San Diego is different from San Luis Obispo, which is different from LA, even though stunningly all of them are in the same shutdown region.
Rules for thee and not for me. If you're going to be
there's that too.
Yes, if you're going to be a leader in this state and you're going to be the governor and you're going to do that, then you shouldn't be running around, as the reports are, $1,000 between the drinks and the food at the French Laundry, 22 people, not 12, the whole thing, thumbing their noses along with Sheila Kuehl and the whole rest of them. The mayor of San Francisco was up there partying hardy at the French Laundry while they're locking down their counties, cities, and state. All of it needs to start with Gavin Newsom. Once we get that accomplished, that should be the just first salvo in this thing.
Yeah, the fact that he not only was hypocritical by going to the French Laundry, but lied about it. I mean, I don't know which is worse, frankly, but combined, you can't trust the guy. And that's why, look, that has fueled the signature drive. It's fueled the donations. Look, I'm excited about this. I wasn't, I don't know if you remember, Roy, I was the first, arguably the first public figure in California to support this. I came out early. My PAC Rescue, CA Revival was the largest initial donor to it. And now Rescue California, which I'm chairman of, is going to be raising several $1 million towards this effort with this direct mail.
And
that's awesome.
It needs to go. And I mean, it's about time that the, especially, and I've been leaning on the business community hard on this. It's about time we quit cowering in the corner and thinking, oh, just because if we give up on this or we pacify this, it's all going to be all right. Ultimately, that's the road to your destruction. We got to get back to standing up for what is right, and let the chips fall where they may. Because if you put this succinctly before the California voters, I think this is a done deal.
Well, the thing about it is, it's not just the fact that his policies are bad. It's the way he goes about his policies, and it's the way he is. I mean, the number of people that dislike him and tell me they dislike him is remarkable. He doesn't benefit from what, Jerry Brown had not altogether dissimilar policies, but Jerry Brown was liked. Why was he liked? Well, Jerry Brown was, engaged with people. Newsom does not. Newsom thinks he is beyond the need to engaging with people, that he is above it all. And so, and he's paying the price for that, because that does not work in this day and age. Sending his kids to private school while shutting down the schools, all of these things, they add up.
It should. I mean, and it is. And I mean, I just see it, and I was talking today, I was coming in late from the show like a half hour before. This whole lockdown thing, people, I mean, at large, I'm going to say must be 80 or 90%. I have noticed zero dip in traffic. People in the stores are going about their daily lives.
It's the season, though. I think everybody's out trying to get that holiday shopping done, and nobody wants to lock down again. I think people are finally starting to see everything that's going on.
Yeah, and look, there is a certain amount of what you can call COVID fatigue, but there wouldn't be the look. If he actually engaged people directly, like if he came down to San Diego and saw the efforts made in that county, that would be one thing. If he toured things, that would be one thing. And also, you also have the fact that, for L.A. County to be behind the eight ball because they had to admit there's no science behind shutting down outdoor restaurants. So you're supposed to live by the science that they think works for them. But God forbid you actually say to them, where's your science, when you say we got to shut down outdoor, they won't do it. And so they can't do it. And so people see all this duplicity and they're tired of it. And then at the end of the day, of course, people need to make a living. There's a shocker. People need to be able to feed their kids. And this whole $600, which is supplemented by rental insurance and some other things, it's not enough. And by the way, there is a bill in Sacramento for universal basic income for all Californians. Now, this is a pretty simple dynamic. They stop you from working, you go broke, and then they say, we'll give you basic income. This is how socialism creeps up, and there it is one day, because they destroy your livelihood and then say, okay, we'll give you money in exchange for the fact that you can't work.
Steven writes in, he has a question for you, Tom. What is Tom's thoughts on the new Secretary of State?
Who should be the new Secretary of State?
No, he's announced Shirley Weber is going to replace Padilla, who's going to the Senate.
Look.
Yeah, that's about what I thought.
Gavin Newsom made some political appointments. He picked Padilla because he was Latino, not because he's overwhelmingly there's no meritocracy related to him. The same thing is likely for her. I mean, please tell me what extensive experience she has in elections, right?
Yep.
Padilla, they had to sue Padilla to follow the law to get the state to scrub voting records that had, expired and bad names on the list. So these are all political. And don't look for, if you're a Secretary of State, there's two offices where you have to be nonpartisan. That's Attorney General and Secretary of State. And you should be, your goal should be to make sure that anyone who vote is safe and not canceled out by voter fraud. And voter fraud exists everywhere. It's existed for almost 100 years, if not more, in Chicago. And it has, as we saw in the last election, it's increasing everywhere. And so the answer to the viewer's question is, sadly, I have zero faith that she will be a tireless advocate for clean voting rolls.
That's it. Another reason, political appointments on that, blatant political appointments is just another reason to get rid of Gavin Newsom. Tom, tell them where they can download the petition, sign it, get it in quickly so we can get this thing on.
RescueCalifornia.org is my new PAC. RescueCalifornia.org. I appreciate to hear you too, especially Stephanie.
Aw, thanks, Tom. I was hoping you were going to say me, not Roy.
Roy, always good to hear you. Merry Christmas to all your listeners.
You got it.
Merry Christmas to both of you. Thanks so much for having me on.
Thank you, Tom.
Thank you very much, Tom. We'll do it again real soon on
too.
this because this is the number one important thing to do in California right now.
All right, thank you.
You got it. We'll
Bye.
see you. It is. I mean, I don't know what else to say. That you got it. It absolutely is imperative that we get this cluck out of office before he does any more damage. And as we had on last week, Attorney Mark Moyser, don't wait a minute. It's not that we got this X amount of time. Every day we delay or don't get the signatures in or get this on the ballot, that's one more day Newsom's going to do the crap like he did today, appointing Padilla as senator, Shirley Weber as Secretary of State, two of the most partisan people on that, and especially, well, the U.S. Senate, I can get that, but as Tom said, Secretary of State should be a nonpartisan office, and that's why I kind of let off with the whole thing about me voting for Deborah Bowen, a Democrat in 2008, to get rid of the voting machines. That position is not a partisan issue. You need somebody up there that's going to call the shot like a judge, as they see the facts of that. Not having to sue Padilla like they did for him to follow the law. I mean, this is how you get off the deep end like California is. Stop me before I say something I shouldn't.
Make sure you go and, I'm going to plug this again because it makes my heart happy. Make sure you send in your holiday photos or whatever you want to do. No, I'm just kidding. That was horrible. Send them in. I know. Your vibe's rubbing off on me. Send in your holiday photos. Let's get that holiday cheer. What? I said your vibe.
Yes.
I feel like your head's going to explode. Now I'm worried that I'm going to be picking up head pieces. I don't know. It's a sweater. Wow. Can't breathe. In the cans, you can win yourself not only the awesome can. This has gone so bad, I don't even know if I should even try saving it. The awesome can, the 3 gift cards, 2 $5 chili gift cards, and a $25 Mountain Mike's gift card. We appreciate the businesses reaching out and being a part of our giveaway, and we support all the local businesses just to help them through this hard time.
There you go. It is, and it is. We need to. We need to just stop the madness all across the state, and we're starting at D.C., the District of Criminals, the scoundrels of Sacramento, down to the ridiculous crap they're doing in Riverside, and Los Angeles is off the deep charts of everything. We're just stop. Maybe we just need to call a timeout. Say
timeout.
Yeah, like they do. When things are going bad.
You want to put Newsome in the corner?
Yeah. No, the whole thing. I mean, you're going bad in the football game or something. You
throw the flag and you're like.
Well, no, yeah. The coach says timeout, and we're going to discuss this. And let's see if we can straighten this thing out. We're getting our teeth kicked in here. Let's we got to come up with something different. We got to do something. Whatever we've been doing ain't working. We're down 37-0 here in the third quarter. We got to switch on the fly, do this, something different. We cannot rely on the same old crap, the same people that got us into this mess to get us out. Ain't going to work.
Isn't that what they want, though?
Well,
isn't that their goal?
Yes.
Keep us there?
That is
Keep us on their foot?
Yes.
Like drowning little fishies?
Yes.
We're sending money to?
Yes. And that's what you're
not supposed to encourage my rants.
No, it's I mean, you're picking up on the whole thing. I mean, there's no succincter way to say it than that. You got to get this thing done. You just got to stop running with. There's a breakthrough moment. Carla actually agreed with Trump.
No, but Carla did not send in her holiday picture.
Yeah, what's the deal, Carla?
Yeah,
and
Carla.
Everybody else.
Yeah, Steven. I'm going to start calling people out. Dan, where's your photo at?
Yeah, where's your photo? Neon Love Machine. Yes.
Get it in here.
And all you regulars that comment on a daily basis, send in your photos on that and stuff.
Susan from Herpa Valley, you got a giant nutcracker in your living room.
Wow.
Which I brought in. I didn't break it either. I'm pretty proud of myself. On Wednesday, don't miss the show. Roy's going to be picking 2 names out of this adorable hat. Lights up too. I just don't know how to do it. We want you guys to be a winner.
How about?
We want to show a bunch.
How about I pick out one and you pick out one?
All right, we can do that.
Wow, I had a suggestion that actually got approved.
I'm just saying that because we're down in 10 seconds, so I'm just trying to get you to stop talking. Make sure you send in your holiday photos.
Yes.
Thank you to Chili's and Mountain Mike's.
Good show today. We'll be back tomorrow.
Yeah, it was fun. We had a lot of laughs today. Usually you're like serious and like grumpy. I had fun. It's a sweater.
You're gonna have to wear the unicorn sweater all the time. Then I guess.
No, I guess I can't breathe. It's very uncomfortable. It keeps getting in my way. I feel like I'm like.
I wonder what that unicorn is thinking.